Good evening, folks. Nick the Forester here. Got a little time in the shop tonight. As y'all can hear from my tin roof that it's raining, so quality may not be the best tonight, but we will manage to work through it. Gonna work on a couple saws tonight. I'm gonna work on the 372. I'm working on the transfer ports right now. I'm a little bit slower than probably most folks are, but I try to be meticulous about how I'm shaping the lowers, and then trying to really, this will be the first time I'm ported the uppers. I'm testing it out on a couple different cylinders, so it may take me a little while to get that right, and I just want to make sure I go slow and get it right the first time. I don't want to waste that cylinder. I practiced a little bit on some crash cylinders I had. Think I'm getting it down, but just want to be positive before I go in there. On the uppers, the lowers I'm not worried about. I know exactly how I want to shape those up. I've already got them pretty well matched to the case, and yeah, piston's already cut 78.5 degrees, so at 157 total timing on the intake. Exhaust we're going to leave at 100. We're going to widen it out to maybe a millimeter and a half on each side. I have to double check on the piston, and then transfers are going to probably set around 122 or so, 121. That's what I'm going to shoot for on both the main and secondary. So, but before we get into that, like I said, I'm probably going to do most of that port work off camera. Wanted to do a few things tonight. Y'all may have been wondering where the ported ProMac 55 in the 1010 body went. Well, I'll probably just insert that clip right about here. To show you what happened when I saw it did have a failure. Not a catastrophic failure, but a failure nonetheless. I'll just have to see if I have the video still. I went in and deleted some. I had duplicate stuff because I merge all the split videos together, and I typically delete the originals. I don't need to have them. I just want to keep the full copy, and then if I need to split from there, I'll split from there. So I'm about to grab the Porter Pro 55 and get to work on it. So it's gonna be fairly quick. It's a fairly simple fix. Just got to do it. So as y'all see from the clip, or if I didn't have the clip, I broke the clutch drum. The chain started binding. I thought it wasn't oiling. I thought the sprocket on the bar was locking up, but pulled the chain off. It was loose. Now went to look at the drum and spun it around and saw that we had broke the sprocket and part of the drum. So I don't know if there was a crack before or what exactly happened with it, but we sure enough we busted the drum. So I'm gonna get back in this guy, and that's it. There it is. We'll get back in this guy. There we go. And we'll see the carnage. There goes my nut. Guy right there. I'll tell you, I have the scotch still sitting here. Trying not to move it. There's the clutch. And here's our damage. I mean, just broke it. It was a 3/8 clutch. And yeah, it just broke square through it for whatever reason. Doesn't appear that hurt the crankshaft because it didn't hurt the bearing. Bearing's still in good shape. But yeah, that just broke off for whatever reason. So I ordered me up a replacement. I think this one came off a Super Pro 70 or something. It's same drum, but this one, or I say same drum, different drum technically, because this was a molded sprocket, where this drum has a removable sprocket. So we're going to try and get this wire off. And it's got a bearing. Bearing's a little loose on there. I may try this one. Yeah, this bearing still looks fine. Still got a little bit of play. Yeah, that bearing's fine. Then we got, like I said, this one is an Oregon drum. Feels honestly, a lot heavier than this drum. I don't know exactly what it's made out of, but I mean, it's just junk now. I mean, see, broke it square off. That was causing our binding. We got a 3/8 7 pitch sprocket on this one, rim sprocket, and that should take care of us. I mean, it's brand new, honestly. I think this is new old stock. There we go. Put a little washer right there, a little spacer. And set our drum, our star assembly back on. Put our clutch on. And it's, like I said, fairly simple fix. Just there we go. Still got good compression. Looks like we should have good engagement on the clutch. Not too much movement on the clutch. I think we're fine there. We'll save this bearing, put it on another saw if we need it. And that's about it for this one. Like I said, it wasn't much of nothing wrong. Just, like I said, exploded the clutch bearing. Yep, there we go. That works. Simple fix, but I don't know exactly why it broke. If it just had a crack in it and the added RPM or whatever else, it just spit it out. Or the chain picked up something, it wedged and busted it. I'm not real sure. I'm not too sure, but we got it fixed up now. Should be good to go. Might even bar this saw up, throw it in the back of the truck, run a little bit. Yeah, it's got good compression. It ain't no slouch, that's for sure. That is for sure. But that's about, like I said, that's about all that was wrong with that saw. It just, I don't know, busted the rim / drum, or the spur / drum. I don't know why, but it did it. But luckily we was able to find a spare. Set that back down with that saw over there. That's just clutch cover for a steel. Yeah, that about completes this video for that saw. I'm probably about to hop on the 372 What other channel updates? Oh, the Domar. I actually ended up having to I took the Walboro off the 372, the OE Walboro I picked up for the 372, pulled it off and put it on the Domar. Reason for that is, even with changing out the spring on that Zama, for some reason the needle is still sticking in the bore and sticking open and flooding the saw. I guess it's just wore out. I replaced the needle. Something's funky with the bore. It's sticking. Even with a harder spring, it's sticking. So, just put the factory Walboro or OE Walboro from this saw on it. I got a. Where's that? Yeah, nope. I got a Walboro. I think this is a HD30, which came on the cutoff saws, which I believe is the same, but don't quote me on it. I believe it is the same as the AC12. Somebody knows these better, please inform me. But like I said, it's OE Walboro. It ran well, ran decent on the Dolmar, but I believe they truly do require more fuel, even stock, than this could provide. And we'll have to see on the HC12. I haven't fired it up to really see if it is going to deliver enough fuel. But it had this was governed, or I say governed, it was whatever it's called. But you can only adjust the needle so far. I pulled that off, so we have full adjustability now. Only thing that looks a little different from the HD12 to this is this got some kind of different, I mean, hell, you see it. On the pump side, it's got something, spacer. I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you, why that's like that. But it is. So, but seemed to run on the Dormar. I just couldn't get enough fuel to it because it was limited. So we're just gonna throw that on this saw, keep the HG12 on the Domar, and we'll just see how it reacts. If it still acts funky, if it won't put enough fuel for this saw, then I'll wait and pick up another true HG12. I'm not messing much with the HG12 Chinese cards because I've got 4 of them and they're all wonky. One will somewhat hold a tune and the rest of them won't at all. I mean, they're very, very funky. But I do believe the Chinese 272 clone cards, the HS254B, I believe they're very good cards, but for some reason the HDs, the Walboro HDs from the Chinese cards, I can't seem to get a good one out of them. That one that'll hold a tune, that'll provide enough fuel, that won't go rich or lean on the high jet. I don't understand it. So I'm just going to try to find stock ones. I said I've got one for the Domar, and then I got this cutoff saw HD30 to try on this 372. So I'll quit jabbering. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, it wasn't a catastrophic failure, but a failure nonetheless. We're going to work through them. And I hope y'all have a great rest of the evening and a great rest of your week. Thanks, y'all.